Hello and welcome to this sleeper activity, an opportunity for you or for you and your partner to understand your sleep better. My name is Rocky Garrison and I'm a licensed psychologist and certified in behavioral sleep medicine by the American Academy of Sleep Medicine. I specialize in treating insomnia. In this activity, you or you and your partner are invited to continue exploring your sleep history. You should complete the sleeper activity called Sleep Timeline before you start this activity, because you need the information from your sleep timeline in order to do this activity. In this activity, you will learn a powerful model used for conceptualizing the sleep history. If you are doing this activity with a partner, you will interview one another to apply the PPP model to your sleep timeline. If you are doing this independently, you will answer a series of questions. The PPP model was first published by Spielman, Caruso, and Glavinsky in 1987 in the journal Psychiatric Clinics of North America. The 3 P's stand for predisposing, precipitating, and perpetuating factors. In this model, before the onset of insomnia, there is a level of predisposing factors. For some people this will be high and their sleep is easily disturbed, while for others this level is low and it takes a lot to disrupt their sleep. Predisposing factors are primarily constitutional in nature. There are 3 large twin studies which strongly support the notion that genetic factors strongly influence insomnia. There are also indications that an anxious concern with health, introspection, worry, and perfectionism increase the risk of insomnia. Inquire into possible predisposing factors. Do you have relatives that have insomnia or sleep difficulties? Do you seem to worry a great deal or be concerned much of the time about health issues? Do you set high goals for yourself and criticize yourself when you don't meet these goals? Here are the results of a 2004 study of the precipitating factors of 327 patients evaluated at a sleep clinic for insomnia. This article was published in the journal Behavioral Sleep Medicine. About 78% of the sample could identify a precipitating event of one kind or another. Most of these precipitating events are when the person's coping resources are exceeded by the demands of their life. Can you identify a precipitating event? On your sleep timeline, are there significant like events that coincide with your sleep getting worse? On a day-to-day basis, what kinds of things seems to make your sleep worse? Are there places or circumstances when you sleep better? Perpetuating factors are behaviors which make sleep worse in the long run. I have found that people often do these behaviors in their attempt to deal with their insomnia. Essentially, these are things that people do to sleep better, but the net result is that it makes their sleep worse. Michael Perlis and his colleagues generated the best list of perpetuating factors in their 2005 book, Cognitive Behavioral Treatment of Insomnia, a session-by-session guide. You can start your inquiry by asking, when you have a bad night of sleep, or as your insomnia gets worse, how do you deal with your fatigue and catch up for lost sleep? Then see if the answer fits into any of these categories. Any effort to extend sleep opportunity, whether it be napping, going to bed earlier, or sleeping in, decreases the amount of time spent awake, so there's less sleep drive accumulated through the day, and the sleep homeostat is deprived for sleep the following night. Counter-fatigue strategies during the day usually continue into the night and disrupt sleep quality, leading you to be tired the next day and inclined to use the counter-fatigue strategy again. Some people engage in a variety of rituals or strategies to get to sleep or to catch up on lost sleep. if these involve doing things like reading or watching TV in bed to kill time, or sleeping in a different bed or a different location, the learned association between the bed and sleep is weakened, and the likelihood of good sleep in the bed is decreased. Stimulus control is a psychology term about a person behaving one way in the presence of a given stimulus and a different way when it is not present. We want to strengthen the association between your bed and good sleep in the treatment of insomnia. One downside of any sleep aid, whether it is a medication, a special herb, or a tea, is that you can develop a dependence on that sleep aid and then have anticipatory anxiety when it is not available. This is a type of psychological addiction in which the person comes to believe, I must have this sleep aid in order to get to sleep. And their anxiety when they don't have it decreases the likelihood that they will fall asleep. A similar dynamic can emerge if you come to believe that some behavior or other inhibits sleep. For example, if you come to believe that going outdoors near bedtime disrupts your sleep, it is going to be increasingly difficult to go to sleep right after you come in. In addition to the psychological addiction that can develop with any sleep aid, substances that are used to improve sleep actually make it worse. Alcohol is a good example. More than 1 or 2 drinks close to bedtime actually suppresses REM sleep, fragments the sleep architecture, and can easily lead to early morning awakenings. The effects of marijuana on sleep are less well understood. Most of the people I have worked with have found that their sleep got worse when they stopped using it.